Welcome to Knife Chats. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with friends, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thank you.
Thought I'd take a couple minutes to talk about the Steel Warrior Choctaw. Now, this is a knife that is, I guess, unique to Jim Frost and the Steel Warrior line. He actually makes it in two sizes. Originally, it came out in 3 3/4 inches, and now they have a 4.5 inch version. This is the 4.5 inch version in Cobra skin. Now, I can tell you now, I'm not too crazy about this specific knife, but I'm not sure if I like the pattern or not. What I don't like on this knife is the Cobra skin handle, primarily because it doesn't match at all on side to side, which is one of those things you run into with Steel Warrior knives and Jim Frost knives. A lot of Frost knives just don't have matching scales, and it just drives me nuts. But the shield is in there pretty well, so that's not a problem. You can also see a little nick there. Let's not get too picky. I mean, we're talking about a $12 knife, okay? But I don't like the Cobra skin handles. I thought I was going to, but I don't. They made a big deal on the show, that it is whatchamacallit, it is legally sourced. Todd Boone always likes to make sure that everyone knows that they got that snake skin legally. They didn't go and steal it or anything, which is good to know. I mean, it is nice to know that they got it legally. Nickel silver bolsters, you got brass liners, brass pins, 448 stainless steel, and all in all, it's really, I just, the only thing I don't like about this knife right now for sure is the handle. I mean, the material used on the handle. Got a nice blade, a nice wide belly on the clip point blade. Nice finish to it, I mean, for the price. Got Steel Warrior there, and you see here 440 stainless, China. We already knew that too. But Steel Warriors are either made in China or Pakistan. Most of them are made in China. And the handle, I guess it's comfortable. I'm not really too sure yet. It's one of those handles you really need to get used to. I do know one thing. I don't like the way it is rounded here. I've seen people talk about choking up on the blade like that. I don't feel at all comfortable doing that because of the way this is curved. It makes my fingers slide right into the blade. I would just slide right over that little nook there. So I would definitely have to keep my finger behind there. So, which is, the safe place to put it. And you can still get your thumb out there, and you can also obviously get a finger up there like that too. So that's not bad. I don't know why you would want to hold it like that. It does not feel at all comfortable that way. But you can see I got the full grip on there, but it just doesn't feel comfortable because of how thin the handle gets right there. I know other people like it, so I guess it's really going to be a personal preference. I haven't used the knife a lot, so I really can't say if I like it or not. I do know this particular one, I'm just not crazy about the snake skin on it. So I might pick up a 3 3/4 inch one, or I might pick up another 4.5 inch one in a different handle material and pass this one along to somebody because I just don't like the snake skin material on there. But I can tell you right now though that here's the Highland Lockback by Rough Rider, and I feel better holding this knife. It's got a thicker handle for one thing, and it's got a nice swell there. Notice the thickness between the two knives. This one has a little bit of a swell, but nothing compared to the Highland Lockback. And this one, the finger grooves aren't as exaggerated as on here, and you got a more substantial handle to hold on to. So this feels better in the hand to me than that. And it's only about $3 or $4 more. So I do know if I'm going to grab one to go and use, I would probably grab the Highland Lockback before I grab the Choctaw. But you do have to admit that it is an interesting pattern, and there's some positive things about it. One of them being the way the bolster comes up here and hides the blade into there, because it's nice and smooth, the transitions and everything. I just don't like that part. It'd almost be better if this was curved out, like you see on a Spyderco, if this was curved in the opposite direction, so you actually had a finger twirl there. That would actually work better to me if this was actually carved out so that was a finger twirl. I would feel much better holding it, and it actually it feels a little bit better in the hand too, strange as it may sound, but I just can't picture myself putting my finger there because might slip. Good strong lock on it on the back too, though. I'll give it that much too. So I'm just not sure. I'm not sure where I want to go with this, other than possibly seeing how it feels in 3 3/4 inches, and trying to get a 4.5-inch one in my collection that is not in snakeskin. But that's where I stand on the Steel Warrior Choctaw. It's an interesting pattern. It's a low price pattern, and it's something you're only going to find in the Steel Warrior line right now. Might be something that you like, might be something you don't like. I am still kind of on the fence with it. Might try it out and do some stuff with it and see if my first impression is wrong or not. But right now, I'm just not sure about it. Anyway, let you go for a while, and talk to you again soon. Got some pictures following up in a little slideshow. Maybe that'll help out a little bit for anyone who's on the fence about making a purchase of it or not. Okay, a minor correction. I had mentioned that this was $12. It was actually $15. This was the lowest price of the 4.5-inch long Choctaws. The 3 3/4 inch ones start around $12, and they go up in price a little bit. This was, like I said, the lowest price one I saw at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It was at $15. And they average around 19 or so, but some of them go for significantly higher because Michael Prater has done work on them. The price of the Highland Lockback was $15. It's out of stock right now. I don't know if it's going to go back into stock. The reason I was comparing these two knives is because they're basically the same size, 4.5 inches long, and both of them have a similar style clip blade, if you can see here. So about the same length. One of them has a little bit more belly on it and everything. But that's why I was comparing it to the Highland Lockback, and because it's the only two 4.5-inch long closed lockbacks that I had. So that's why I was talking about it. Hopefully that will explain a little bit about it. It has always been my feeling that the Steel Warrior knives are just a little bit less in quality than a Rough Rider, yet they tend to go for $3 to $4 more, which just drives me nuts. It's like, why are you charging more for less with a Steel Warrior than what you get in a Rough Rider? Anyway, I'll let you go now, and now we'll go to the slideshow.
Thank you for visiting Knife Chats. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that notification bell so that you will be notified when the next episode of Knife Chats is up online. Thanks again. See you soon.